Hello everyone and welcome back to RoboCop Rogue City. Here's a cat.
Hi, cat. How many more until we get the achievement?
Sadly there is no achievement for finding cats, which is bullshit.
Damn.
But in any case, we are supposed to head on over to the arcade because we are now actually going to start doing the main plot mission.
Getting distracted and playing Virtua Fighter 6?
No, that is not what's going on here. Also, there is no Virtua Fighter 6.
Oh, sorry, I meant 5. Yeah, you're right.
Also, there is the dinosaur from the 6000 SUX commercial.
If you feel lonely, you know where to find me, officer.
I'll keep that in mind.
Shh, pigs. Mind your own business, cop.
I was just walking by. Just carry on with whatever you're doing over there.
Man, they did a phenomenal job with the environments in this game.
They really did.
Oh, crap! Give me back my money, you piece of shit!
Don't you cops ever get bored with harassing successful entrepreneurs?
Hey! This shit is rigged!
That's a serious accusation, kiddo. Someone might think I would allow such illegal activity in my high-class business, which I do not. Now get lost.
You work for Soot. Tell me where to find him.
You cops are giving me a stomach ulcer. Stop asking me about guys I don't know.
Withholding information can lead to bigger trouble than a stomach ulcer.
Look, I'm a busy man, so I'm going back to my office now. Why don't you join me there, and we'll talk. Oh, on second thought, you can't do that, 'cause you don't have a warrant, do ya?
But you just invited me in to talk.
Yeah, that's how that works. We're allowed in now, right? Or do we follow vampire rules?
What a douchebag.
Okay, well, I guess we're not going in there just yet.
Have you witnessed the owner participating in any criminal activity?
Are you kidding me? Half the things I've seen around here would be enough to put him behind bars for a decade.
Let us hear your statement.
No way, dude. He might be a douchebag, but if you lock him up, this place will get closed down, and where am I supposed to play hooky then?
I was about to say, you could just stay in school.
School may seem now like a difficult option, but it will pay off in the future.
Future? Look on the street. You must have a microwave for a brain if you think that.
Well, that was helpful. Now, these arcade machines, I believe, are just Unreal assets, which is fine because they show up for like 5 minutes.
I suppose that's fair. It's less jarring than Pinball Parlor randomly showing up in Judgment, I suppose.
Yeah, you can scan some stuff here, some people as well. I do miss a couple of scans in the other part of the arcade. That's the exit. We do not want to go to the exit. But there's nothing super relevant.
You know, for being generic, full of generic assets, like this arcade does like really look the part.
A hinge lubricant. Well, that's not the worst thing that could be in a syringe in a dark corner of an arcade in the 80s.
Yeah, someone's clearly just trying to lube up the coin door hinges.
So we want to go here because there's an important note.
Delivery receipt for pizza?
Yes. And also evidence of the arcade owner working with Soot.
Oh, yes, that part, that's important.
Also, the arcade owner reminds me of Christopher Walken's character in the true crime games. He looks and sounds a lot like that.
I didn't know you had such amazing colors. And there's not one, but two of you? From now on, I promise, I will cherish you more often.
I see.
Kid, are you okay?
I don't think he is judging from those numbers.
Your body readings suggest substance misuse.
Oh man, a real like TJ Laser?
You sound way younger than your character model suggests, kid.
Definitely getting more of this stuff.
Who sold you drugs?
I really shouldn't say, but you are my TV heroes. All right. All of the arcade staff will sell to you, as long as you got cash. Unfortunately, I'm broke, but I have a great idea. You could help me sneak into the basement. They keep a huge stash of goodies down there.
Drugs in the basement? I will take care of that.
Would you really do that for me? Way to go, TJ!
We don't have a reflection, so maybe RoboCop is a vampire.
Is that the ocean?
Yeah, so in the films, we don't really see what the nuke does, or in RoboCop 2 anyway, as that's the only film it appears in. But the one time we see someone using it, or whenever we see people using it, it doesn't do that.
Door. I have the warrant.
Oopsie, I think I dropped my key somewhere. You'd have to break down this hardened door if you want to get in.
For your sake, I hope you're not standing at the door.
Problem.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, in the film, people just kind of take nuke and go about their business, so I'm not sure what was going on with the kid there, but never mind.
It's RoboCop!
Surrender your weapons.
Light him up!
Okay, where are you?
He's got some real good neon camo. Man, those are some sturdy cabinets.
Yeah, when RoboCop throws the crooked cop into the bad dude's machine in RoboCop 2, that does fall over. There's a lot of Data East machines in the arcade scene in RoboCop 2, because Data East, of course, was the company making the arcade games.
Oh, okay.
Of RoboCop.
That checks out. Hey, can I like get one of these cabinets and like repurpose it into like a main cab or something?
Would be pretty cool.
Actually, maybe not main, but I would actually like to like get an arcade cabinet and use it as like an enclosure for like a Steam Deck.
Also, there was some nuke in a Nukem box. Nukem, of course, was the sort of battleship type thing they had a commercial for in the film.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna say it was like the local burger joint.
No, that's in Duke Nukem.
You know what? My mistake. Very easy to
That's-
confuse.
Oh, physics. actually, that was called Duke Burger in those games, but yeah. Hold on. Sir, please, I'm trying to look at things here. I'm investigating.
Apparently, there's gonna be a live show of Extreme Injection happening at some point.
Yep, that's a cool poster. Also, there is something behind this grate, but we need some way to open it.
We can't just like force it open.
No. Very sturdy.
We can't force this open either.
Open the door, or you will regret it.
Can't a guy just sell drugs to kids without you harassing him every 5 minutes?
No.
They all want it.
Where do I find Soot?
Well, if that's the case, shut it, bozo! Unless you want to end up in the ghost house like that cop's informant! And don't you dare open that door, I'll shoot you!
Okay, so we have a couple of options here as the blood just disappears from the door. We could try the psychology option, but I'll pick the clue instead.
Yeah, I'm curious about this one.
One of you is not a real Torchhead, but just an imitator.
I knew there was something off about you! Me? It's you! I always suspected you never went through initiation. Take that back! Or what?
Shit! You hot-headed bastards!
For fuck's sake, don't shoot! I'm gonna open the door!
That's all it took to sow dissent, huh?
Where can I find Soot?
Straight to business, huh? Looks like you're my type of guy. But even if I wanted to help you, I can't. Only his closest people know his whereabouts. I just distribute his stuff, and to be completely honest, I don't want or need to know more than when the next shipment is coming.
You must know the location they mentioned. Tell me where they took the police informant.
And if I tell you, what's in it for me?
Now the clue we found, it did mention that the Torchheads were kinda paranoid of each other, so we were just using that.
Have to come with a benefit?
I'm a businessman. That's the only language I speak.
How about the value of your life? Who would care more to save it, police or Soot?
Let's say I'm convinced. They've taken him to the ghost house. It's what they call one of their sites. From what I've gathered, it's that big burned down building a bit down the road. Anyway, that's all I know.
That will have to suffice. For now.
Now, of course, if we were to come in guns blazing, the arcade owner would have gotten killed in the process, so at least he's now survived.
Yeah.
Unlike these guys.
Did they both kill each other?
Yeah, they did.
Huh.
Now here is the combination for the safe, as well as the invoice for the armored gate we saw. Someone please help me budget this and so on.
I feel like with oh man, there's counterfeit money in there too. That game must have been like a pittance.
Also, if the owner dies, then you can kind of look at these materials here, the photos and the notes and all that stuff to find out where the ghost house is.
And then if we check the drawers 50 times, we can see a creepy photo.
Sure, why not? I mean, he would probably have one. Or several.
I honestly wouldn't doubt it.
But yeah, secret button on the side of the desk.
That's gotta open that gateway, right?
It does, yeah.
Dispatch. Requesting a squad car.
Yeah, I actually missed it on my first playthrough, so I got the achievement here. There is an achievement for finding that. Just have a look at the little storage area here. Some movie posters for P. Roxy and Cooper's Arena, I think that's it.
I heard the P. Roxy movie wasn't all that good.
So here's some more evidence, but more importantly, here's an OCP training disc.
Now why is that back here?
Well, that's a good question, but I'm not gonna complain.
I mean, yeah, we'll take the skill points, just like... I'm really curious how that got back here.
Because that gets our deduction to level 6 and unlocks enhanced map, which unlocks certain types of collectibles on the map. Doesn't show them on the compass or anything like that, but if we look at the map in the post menu, then we can see. Actually, we did find one of the OCP crates already. Yeah, it marks those on the map.
Good to know.
It also adds all the various violations like littering and that sort of stuff. And also shows those on the compass, so we don't have to just blindly wander around.
This would enable my my bad habits from Resident Evil games, where I just like obsessively check the map to make sure I've cleared every room.
I like how they have this one animation for arresting people. They always look so sad.
I mean, at least he gets to live.
Yeah, we didn't have to call the coroner. So anyway, the ghost house is right around here where we hung out with the cat earlier. Just checking if there's anything there, but there isn't, so let's just head in. Any ghosts? No.
Shit! It's a metal freak!
You need to be taught some manners.
Just look who it is!
The subtitles sometimes get stuck on the screen, but they do vanish eventually.
RoboCop, how will they take your lessons into practice if you explode their heads?
I don't know, but I would like to avoid the Gatling gun there on the balcony.
I mean, yeah, that's perfectly reasonable.
Also, I've played through this segment like a million times because this is a good place to do benchmarks for performance.
Oh, because there's a lot of stuff happening?
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening and just a lot of effects and whatnot. As I was trying to somehow mitigate the weird frame stutters that we get when recording, which again don't seem to have anything to do with my actual settings on my recording or in the game. Now if I turn them down, I could maybe have slightly fewer, but it's not like, it doesn't eliminate them. So I figured I'd just run it at the, well, in full fidelity basically.
Clearly the solution here is to get a second PC to record onto.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. I was about to say, hell yeah, take that Gatling gun.
I guess it's not technically a Gatling gun, but it's like a heavy machine gun, but still.
Close enough.
Now obviously any evidence and whatnot is pretty easy to miss here because there's just so much stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of looking around.
So, out of curiosity, are you able to grab the corpse of a goon and just throw it?
No, I don't think you can.
Okay.
Now that you mention it, that is a terrible omission. Worst game ever.
Yeah, I'm just like noticing all the grab prompts for like furniture. I'm just wondering now, like, you can grab a live body and chuck that like at mock speed. Why not a corpse? I mean, that might be a little macabre, but so is RoboCop in general, I suppose. Gotta love accuracy on heavy machine guns.
Always good. I think it was more accurate when it stopped the sort of bullet time. There's one guy, I'm not sure where he is. I thought the game was glitching and he's like inside the sofa or something, but no, he's just... He will reveal himself. There he is. Hello,
Aww.
nice to see you. Thanks for coming out.
He almost landed on the couch.
Yeah, I was looking for the safe combination for a bit, but it's really hard to find actually.
It is here, though, then.
Yeah, it is in the sort of blue lit area next to the toilet. It's on the back of the cabinet next to the toilet.
Ah,
There's no way you will ever find that unless you use a guide.
that sucks.
But I mean, safes only ever have crime evidence in them anyway, so it's okay.
I'm glad that, like, this game does the thing. People need to stop standing at the doors. I'm glad this game doesn't, like, put important collectibles behind, you know, missable keys.
Yeah, no. I mean, they did add some more items in the latest patch, so there might be some safes later that might contain something, but at least in the launch version, it was just crime evidence in all of them. But that didn't really work. Or maybe it did. Couldn't quite tell.
Kind of did.
Let's take this when everybody's already dead.
I love how he just throws his old weapon, like, ahead of him to take a new one.
Are you the police informant? Do you know where I can find Soot?
Oh man, all great questions, but could you untie me first? They really outdid themselves with these knots.
Talk.
Hey, I don't know how you usually operate, but that type of information don't come free.
What is your freedom worth to you?
That's actually a great point. So, it seems that the new guy saw the punks attack on the TV station and decided to meet with Soot on their turf. The meeting is supposed to take place tonight during Soot's concert.
Concert?
I know. I'm not really a fan of his music myself. But that's not what those shows are really about. Why don't we, get out of here, huh?
Lewis. Soot is meeting the new guy tonight at the old slaughterhouse.
Copy that. Pick me up at the station. I'll grab my gear. By the way, I've got something for you, Murphy.
They call me Pickles. And you guessed it. There's a funny story behind that name. This one time, I saw Torchhead stealing a delivery truck. I went after them, hoping that a VCR would fall off the back of the truck, you know? But it turned out to be groceries, so they left it. I made a pretty penny that day selling pickles. Still have a couple of jars laying around if you want them.
So you are an opportunist.
Hey, I prefer street entrepreneur. You know what they say, a good business is where you find it.
Okay, great.
I mean, I guess I can't deny his opportunistic tendencies.
Yeah, we could have just actually left and listened to his little story while we were getting out of here. But I was kind of afraid that opening the chest would interrupt the dialogue or whatever, so I just let it play there.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of that in Persona 3 Reload, just like running around Tartarus went and opening chests or striking shadows just as the party members decide they want to say something.
Yeah, that latter happens like 90% of the time. I don't know how they manage to always time it so perfectly.
I
to be
don't
interrupted
either.
by that.
Like, it's not even just like, oh, it's a shadow, or hey, look, treasure. It's like Yukari will start talking about like, oh, I spend a lot of money on arrows because they're single use, and like right as I hit a shadow.
It's nice to be free again. Thanks, Tin Man. Hey, did Briggs tip you off that I might be here?
Officer Briggs?
Yeah, he's my police go-to guy.
Officer Briggs is missing.
So is your lip sync.
Shit. May our city have mercy on him.
How do you know Officer Briggs?
We go back a long way. He gave me a helping hand when I hit rock bottom, and I've been in his debt ever since. He even introduced me to his family. Great kid and wife, though his missus don't seem very fond of me.
You seem proficient in undertaking police tasks. Ever thought of making a living out of it?
Oh no. One thing you should know about me. I love cops, you know, law enforcement, laws, all of that. I think those are great ideas. But so is Nuke. And when I need it, I tend to forget about the other stuff. So, you know what they say. You can only serve one master.
Do you think Briggs is in trouble?
I really don't know. Last time I saw him, he was going to check a case of missing bodies. Sounded like a bogus lead, so I didn't press him. Funny enough. He always tells me to be careful when getting info. But the truth is, I'm not the one running around gangster's paradise dressed in blue.
Right, well, we did hear about the bodies going missing in the note earlier.
About that. I've got a favor to ask. I know that Briggs is missing, but I've got something that belongs to him. He must have misplaced it the last time he visited my crib, and it's kind of weighing me down.
What is it?
It's his wristwatch. Now, I feel bad holding on to it. Could you please give it back to his family?
This is stolen property, and you expect me to return it?
That sounds bad when you say it like that, but still, you shouldn't let me hold on to expensive things. That's how I ended up in this situation in the first place.
I will make sure they receive it from the repentant thief.
Oh boy, you're a tough negotiator. But surely you don't mean now. I gotta chillax after all this.
No, I do mean now.
Do the right thing, Pickles.
Oh, for God's sakes, man. As you command, Officer Steve.
Maybe even throw in a jar of pickles, to really show how sorry you are.
Hey, Tin Man, over here. This is where Briggs lives. Let's get this over with. His watch is burning a hole in my pocket.
Why did you steal your friend's watch? I mean, I can kinda guess, I suppose, but don't do that.
Apartment 21.
Oh, hold on, let's see if there's anything interesting here.
My hands are sweaty.
Are you going into a drug-related withdrawal?
Wait, what? A family heart
Require
with
medical assistance.
raffle? Win a
Yeah.
mystery medical service? What?
Me and Gail have a complicated relationship.
Yeah, that was a thing in the film.
Reading people. I'm
What?
the type of person that doesn't like to be read. I know that inevitably I'll do something she doesn't approve of.
Like steal a watch?
Like steal a watch.
Yeah, you enter a raffle and win a medical procedure of your choice.
What?
That's just life in Detroit.
Huh.
At least in RoboCop. Probably not the real Detroit.
Let's do this. You first.
Yeah, that's not the first scene in the film.
RoboCop. Are you here about Mike?
Yes, I am sorry to hear about your husband.
Oh, no,
Gail.
no, no, no. This junkie is not coming inside. What else are you gonna steal?
Funny you should say that.
I can't stand him. I'm sure he has something to do with Mike being missing. Are you any closer to finding my husband?
We are still looking. Is there anything more that you can tell me about his disappearance?
We haven't looked very hard.
He reported what I know, but if you have any more questions, shoot.
I heard that he was looking into reports of bodies going missing.
An old lady approached him at the precinct and told him a sob story about how she couldn't afford to bury her husband. Can you believe that?
Anyway, when she finally collected enough money and went back to the morgue, only to find that they had lost her husband's body, Mike went to check it out and never came back.
Where was the last location that he was seen?
I remember him telling me that he was leaving his jurisdiction, that's where the leads were taking him. I tried to convince him not to go. It seemed dangerous, but he felt sorry for that old lady. He went against his own rules and me. He left angry because we'd been arguing.
Do you remember the exact location?
He never told me, but maybe it's in his files.
Why do you think that Pickles is involved in your husband's disappearance?
My husband's a good man. Sometimes too good for his own sake. He believes in second chances, even if someone doesn't deserve them.
Like Pickles.
That unappreciative asshole constantly gets himself into trouble. I mean, who's always there to get him out? You guessed it. Salt of the earth, Mike. Pickles has a bad influence on my husband.
I think I have everything I need for now.
Knowing you're on the case makes me a little less anxious, RoboCop. Now I just need to break it down for our son.
He does not know?
I didn't know how to tell him. He's a smart kid, and I think he suspects something. Could you maybe tell him to come home? It's getting late, and the streets aren't safe these days. He normally dawdles, but having you tell him should light a fire in his britches.
I will make sure that he returns home, madam.
Thank you. He's playing on the basketball court nearby with his friends.
Right, so there's a note here in the apartment. Let's go and have a look at that. And just in general, I guess. So according to this, Pickles is 34 years old.
What?
I know.
What?
Nuke is a hell of a drug, apparently.
Yeah, it is. Good for Officer Briggs for wanting him to get on this, I guess, rehabilitation program, though.
Yeah, also I missed a scannable thing there, but it was just a family photo.
That went pretty much as expected.
We are not done.
Did you even give back the watch?
You still have that watch, do you not? There is someone who needs to learn what time it is.
Is that a movie quote or something? I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, he does still have the watch because Gale didn't let him in. So he didn't really get a chance to return it. Yeah, I briefly went down here earlier, but I figured I'd just leave it until we're actually on our way out. Because there is something here. Some graffiti on the carpet. That's interesting. Or the mat. Yeah, it's just a gang stash. Some more evidence, which I don't think we need anymore. We did collect. Yeah, we already collected enough a couple of videos ago. Actually, in the last video, I think.
Yeah, is this even, like, relevant to the case we're investigating now?
I know, but I'll just pick it up anyway.
We must get to the basketball court.
That's just around the corner. Are we playing? What's that got to do with time? Is it like time to kick my ass?
We are going to remind Gale's son that it is past curfew.
Oh, Daniel. Sure. Bummer. He's not here. Maybe these guys saw him?
Good evening, citizens. I need...
Need what? Some spare parts? Hey, there's a mechanic up the road.
Rude.
We all have to obey the rules of the games we play. Unsportsmanlike conduct makes all players look bad.
That's right, fool. That was a technical foul.
I didn't know he's so delicate. What do you need?
We're looking for a kid. His name's Daniel. He was playing here earlier.
Why? Is it past his bedtime?
It is.
Yeah, I saw a couple of kids drawing with chalk they found lying around that crime scene over there.
Thank you for the information.
Congrats, guys. You just became police informants. It has its perks. You'll love it. I see a couple of drawings over there.
This was drawn not long ago.
Ah, there's more over there.
More importantly, we have Independent News issue 14. Yeah, the paranoid vagrant we met earlier, he did mention that he had his own newspaper, and I guess we have found it.
Ah, okay.
Man, are we really jaywalking? That's a $100 fine. Huh. I guess we're conducting an investigation.
Also, I think all the stuff in that was related to the side quests we've been doing.
Gotcha.
All cops are... well, they didn't quite finish that. Detroit gang. Very ominous.
Daniel! Come on, kid! Where are you? You should be somewhere around.
Shoe print, size 7.
That's gotta be his.
Man, the kid walked all over the place.
Yeah, you might want to check these clues that are not relevant, because you do get a little bit of XP from them.
So I guess you have like a scanning thing in your eyes.
Yes, it allows me to see things that are not there anymore.
Oh, so it's kind of like Nuke.
I don't think it is, but whatever you say.
Huh.
They threw out the chalk here.
Must have found something more interesting. What the fuck?
That was close.
We better hurry.
Do it. Come on. End him.
What are you waiting for? Fuck him up! He's laughing at you!
Hey, what the hell's going on over there? Yo! Daniel!
Oh no. It's the cops.
I don't want to go to jail for this shit!
Is that a gun? Oh, you're in so much trouble, kid.
No, it's not.
Whoa! What the hell? You're lucky that Tin Man here doesn't have a real heart. He'd have a hole in it right about now.
Sorry, sir.
You will be once your dad hears about this.
My dad's missing, so he can't tell me nothing. My mom said that he's out on an assignment, but I know the truth. He's not coming back.
Why'd you say that?
He's always been a stickler for following the rules. I guess that's why he's missing. Cops can't shoot without giving a warning, and someone got the drop on him. But that's not gonna happen to me. I'm going to be the one that shoots first. That's why my friends say...
Your friends are knuckleheads. If you listen to them, you're a knucklehead too. Come on. Sit down. We need to talk. Those friends of yours, they take the easy way out. You don't want to go down that road. It leads to a dark, lonely place. Do you know why your dad is such a stickler for the rules?
'Cause he's a chump.
Because it's the right thing to do. It's not always easy to do the right thing. It takes...
And also because he's a chump.
And you think my dad has that kind of strength?
Are you kidding me? Your father has enough strength for the both of us. He even helped an ungrateful addict that he found in one of these buildings that smelled of rotting garbage, half dead and covered in vomit. And instead of writing him off, your father opened his home to him because that was the right thing to do. That's strength. Don't you think there's someone else who could use that kind of support now?
Mom.
See, you already know what to do. You can start by giving her this. She's looking for it.
Is he going to arrest me?
No, it's your first offense. So he'll let you off with a warning. Right?
Right.
We should probably at least walk you home. Yeah.
Get you home.
Well, you told my mom about the gun?
No, she doesn't like me already. Thanks for the help, Tin Man. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, partner. What's the status on the old slaughterhouse?
I had to take care of something. We can go there soon.
Sure thing. Pick me up at the station when you're done.
Alright, next time we'll be heading to the old slaughterhouse.
Let's do it.